an outstanding one. 25 victories, including 8 wins by knockout, only 1 defeat with 1 draw. From Kobe, Teiru Super Pegasus Kinoshita. National record, just like his challenger, outstanding 26 victories, 17 big wins by knockout, only 1 defeat with 1 draw. From Cavite, reigning and defending IBF Junior Flyweight Champion of the World, Jerwin Pretty Boy Ancajas.
Let's go off now and good luck.
Rules slightly different for this fight. These are the Danny Green, our principals. Kinoshita, the challenger, 25-1. He's decked out in the white and silver. In the red trunks, the champ. Jerwin Ancajas. They both look like they're orthodox fighters because they're both southpaws. Interesting, you don't see too many southpaw and southpaw, but this is it for the world title.
Generally, mates, for a cleaner fight, you know, the action's a bit cleaner and it's a bit crisper. Sometimes southpaw and orthodox fighters, they spoil each other.
Yeah, they certainly do. These guys both have excellent jabs. Teiru Kinoshita, his family came from Korea. He was brought up in Japan. Holds those hands high. Not real busy yet. Ancajas forces the action. Japanese fighters are always in great shape. And of course, sneaky stuff by Ancajas as the jab of Kinoshita.
Kinoshita just bowling that left hand over when Ancajas come in there, just caught him flush. But as you said earlier, not a big puncher, Kinoshita.
Ancajas has 17 KOs in his 26 victories, so he would be the bigger puncher. But Kinoshita, very, very good boxer.
You can see Ancajas stepping on his front foot, just balking, just throwing a bit of feint now, trying to get Kinoshita to think he's going to do something different and slam home a jab or slam overhand left as he just did then, feinting, tricking, trying to balk his opponent.
The champ, Manny Pacquiao, watching on as he gets taped up in his dressing room.
Not as fast a start as the other fights we've seen, Colonel. The boys have been pretty keen to get into it. These guys very experienced, just kind of getting into a rhythm, feeling each other out for this first round. Generally the way when it comes to the title fights. There's a lot at stake.
That was Jeff Horn you saw. This is first round action. This is scheduled for 12. If you're just joining us from wherever you're watching around the world, it's very warm here. The sun is beating right down, and it's just afternoon time here in Brisbane, Australia. They've turned out en masse. Some 50,000 people will be in this arena. Hard right hand that time by Jerwin. Ancajas is the champ in the red. This is his second title defense. His last fight out, January this year, he stopped Jose Alfredo Rodriguez to retain his title. This is a huge event in Japan.
Japan's such a strong fighting nation too, Colonel, especially in the lighter divisions. They're very strong. A lot of he won't be victorious.
There's something to be said for these guys going the full 12 rounds, but Ancajas is staying very, very busy. Nice sneaky left hand on the inside. That's a power shot by Kinoshita. So while he's not a big puncher, he knows what he's doing in there when the pressure's coming on him from Ancajas.
Good jab there by Ancajas. He's got to keep the hood double that up too. It's a stiff jab, it's solid.
He bounces in and out, he comes in. He lets his arsenal go, and then he steps back out, gets his room, and then resets and comes in again. Meanwhile, Kinoshita trying to counterpunch him. Ignatius, the referee, saying, keep him up, lads.
You know, if you can get off a stiff jab like Ancajas has in his arsenal, you can count like a power hand, you can count like a right hand. Good jab to the body there.
You know, he gets that downstairs, and that'll catch up. There's 2 more solid body shots, Danny.
That was a beautiful uppercut and left rip combination. Very hard to do, especially in the pivot. Takes a lot of courage to do that in there.
Comments of Australian Danny Green, world champion.
Ancajas, if he stays in this rhythm and Kinoshita doesn't pick it up, he's going to do this comfortably.
He's got a great rhythm going now. I'll tell you that. Ancajas, you see the way he ducked underneath that swirling right hand that came at him? Ancajas is having a terrific round now.
Little nick over his right eye. Nick or a bruise, looks like. He's had some, he's a little nick over his right eye, Colonel, but...
It looks like it's kind of beside Danny, so it's not as bad as, but up in that lid, at least from what I can see, it's a very bright sun here, and it's kind of hard to see, but we'll be able to see in between rounds.
Geez, it'll be very, very warm out there too. This sun's starting to penetrate.
And now that slit has opened up pretty good now, and it looks like Ignatius Mussolini is going to ask the doctor to come in. I don't think it's serious enough to stop, but at least the doctor's having a look at it.
Where's the car? I'm happy. Okay. It's just on the side.
Small. He's got a little slack over the leg, but I'm happy.
No worries. Thanks, doctor.
Okay. Remember in the previous fights we've shown you, the doctor or the referee can stop the fight. And World Championship fights, the referee is the sole arbiter. I've never seen one take the advice of the doctor when he says no to continue it, but it can happen. Look at this.
Geez, both boys just digging hard in there. Ancajas has the edge in power, though.
Looping left hand by Ancajas. Remember, for the southpaw,
Geez,
that's power
body
shot.
Works beautiful in there.
It is,
two
Danny.
or three combinations.
Look at that chopping left hand by Ancajas. He's trying to get that hand right on top of that cut again, because he'd love to get him out of there in this heat.
Oh, thudding left rib, left hook there. Oh, that was a good shot to the liver. We saw the damage to the liver shot we did before in the previous Mickey Condon fight.
Yeah, that liver can really be a punishing blow. He's caught him down there. He wants to get him back upstairs with his left hand. He was right on top of the cut that time with his left hand. Remember, for the southpaw, the left hand is the power shot.
Colonel, I'd rather get hit flush in the face than the liver, without doubt.
I would too. I mean, the liver shot just paralyzes you. You can't move. And oftentimes it looks like, well, you're going down for no reason, because it's like a delayed reaction before the liver shot hits the brain and paralyzes you. Another left hand on top of that right eye of Kinoshita. Kinoshita can't do much with Ancajas. Ancajas is in and out. His hands are very, very quick. He's got Kinoshita cut, and he knows it. And there's a lot of, kind of like the Cuban fighters, the Filipino fellas, they move their heads back and forth. There's that crashing left hand. They move their heads back and forth, and they're hard to hit. That's something that Jeff Horn is going to have to deal with against Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah, very evasive, this Ancajas, and he's accurate. He's a good puncher. His body work's outstanding. It's going to be difficult for Kinoshita to step it up and change the fight, because he doesn't really have the power.
Jeff Horn, as you see down there, getting ready.
Not long to go before the biggest moment of his life.
And there's Manny Pacquiao. They're getting their thoughts together now. As Kinoshita tries to battle back and recover from that right eye is really swelling up now. And we're only in the third round in this World Championship fight that's scheduled for 12. Kinoshita comes forward, but Ancajas is able to counter-punch him. He's able to get the jab through. He's able to get the left hand. Oh, look at that. Right jab, left hand on top of the eye again. Blasted him with the left hand. Ancajas pretty much in command right now. It's very tough for Kinoshita from Japan. He's tough, though, as he attacks him, as the blood trickles down from that right eye. Jerwin doesn't just go eye honey. He goes downstairs, and then he just as well, here we go. This is round number 4, scheduled for 12, but Ancajas is in total command. Kinoshita was cut in the second round, and it's kind of a bad cut in that also around the cut, it's very, very puffy, and that, the high cheekbones of the Japanese fighters cause their eyes sometimes, if they're hitting a lot, to swell up much more severely. But he's here to fight. Look at this.
Gonna dig. He dug hard to the body there, Kinoshita.
Don't push down on your opponent.
Nice job by Ignatius, the referee. As soon as those hands were tied up, he was in there to separate the two guys. Look at the hand speed of Ancajas. Man. Ancajas is virtually unmarked. The other guy's face, he looks like he's already been through 10 to 12 rounds.
Yeah, his eye's starting to close up. That right eye's starting to get badly affected.
And, you know, we're only at 1 minute into the round, and the blood's trickling again, so it must be hard to close that thing up. And right on top of it again is Ancajas with the left hand. He'll jab him with the right hand, and he gets at that eye. I don't think that eye can hold up the whole fight. We'll see.
Good straight left then from Ancajas. Considering that Kinoshita's holding his right hand, his lead hand down, he's leaving that open for the eye to get damaged even more. He's not really protecting it. He should be trying to move to his right-hand side to move away from Ancajas' power hand. Sorry, to his left-hand side, move away from it.
Sliding around to his left as Ancajas sets up in front of him. Not giving a lot of head movement. As I say that, he ducks down. But look at the Japanese fighter try to battle back against him. There's plenty of grit in the kid, but he doesn't have the power, and Jerwin comes right through. Left hand, right hand downstairs, back upstairs. Stiff jab with the right hand. Turns over the left hand on top of that eye again. He got away with that. And finally, Kinoshita lands something on the chin of Ancajas, but he's in such great shape, he comes right through it. Of course, you know the humidity and the heat that they train in the Philippines, so this is nothing for Ancajas.
Yeah, it's a walk in the park.
Whoa, did Kinoshita load up a left-hand power shot, but it sailed over the shoulder of Ancajas.
That was a bomb.
Yeah, not known for knockout punching power, but that would have got certainly Ancajas' attention if he landed that one. The high hands again, Danny, but Ancajas able to come right through anything to the body.
It's difficult when you can't punch and you don't have the authority to keep your opponent off, and Ancajas knows that.
There's the bell. It's very difficult for me.
Two top blokes.
Yeah.
One superstar and one potential superstar.
That's it. Here we go. Round number 5. The Colonel Bob Sherwin, along with Danny Green, the former champ. We're at Suncorp Stadium in Brisbane, Australia. The town has turned out, and they've done everything to make a great promotion. Kudos to Dean Lonergan and the fellows with Top Rank. Jerwin's able to get that left hand through again. That's his power shot for the southpaw. Right back as Kinoshita. There's no quitting Kinoshita. He just doesn't have the power, Danny.
And they're trading blows. They're landing blows simultaneously, but it's Ancajas who's having more effect. But you were right. There's absolutely no quit in Kinoshita. And mate, I've seen a lot of fights over the years. A lot of Japanese fighters, they have just such grit.
Well, they're all in such great shape, but he got clipped pretty hard by that time. Another left-hand power shot. It spun the head, but it didn't shift him, meaning that Kinoshita is in great shape. He's got that right hand held high, almost slaps at him that time. He feints, and Ancajas isn't afraid of anything because he doesn't feel the power, so he comes right through the jab and does a nice job defensively, ducking underneath when Kinoshita goes on the assault. He's not moving his head as much as he was earlier because he's got more confidence. But he dips down when he comes in, Dan, and throws either the right or left hand. You never know from whence it's coming.
And as we said earlier, in both these blokes, the depth of talent in these weight divisions, the small weight divisions in the Philippines and in Japan is incredible. So they would have incredible sparring. They'll do 12 rounds on their ear, no problem.
This is a better round for Kinoshita, but the heavy blows are being landed by Ancajas, so while it's a better round, it's not enough to win it. And by the way, that cut that opened up in the second round, they've got it under control, but the right eye is closing right up, almost tight. That's definitely going to affect the vision.
Yeah, especially his lead eye. You know, it's his front eye. It's gonna prevent him from seeing those power punches coming.
Remember, he's of Korean heritage, and they have even higher cheekbones than the Japanese, so you know that eye can close right up.
Good club in there from Kinoshita. That was a damaging punch. Just on the inside, a little short, sneaky one, but I heard you could see.
Very tough kid. The punches on is crisper Ancajas right now. And again, the heat won't affect him as much as it will Kinoshita. Oh, he stopped, planted it, and cut that right hand loose. As Kinoshita, you know, Danny, you said something. They both, when they trade punches, it looks great, but Ancajas gets the advantage because of his power.
Yeah, and that's the telling factor for the judge as well. They're both landing punches, and Kinoshita might be, you know, tallying up some score, but the judges are going to see the more effective punching power from Ancajas, and they're going to take note of it.
Yeah, because Kinoshita's really had a good boxing round here in the 5th. But I don't think I can give him the round, because in the professional boxing, as you well know, Danny, it's about who lands out the most punishment. And still Ancajas, World IBF Junior Bantamweight Championship, the 115-pound title on the line. Ancajas catches him with an uppercut as Teiru Kinoshita was coming in. Kinoshita ties him up. He just separates the two, and we're back at it again. Let's see if Ancajas gets more aggressive. There he goes. Cuts loose with about a 5-punch combination, bangs him downstairs. Seems like Ancajas wants to try to rough him up a little bit in this round, because his corner told him that Kinoshita had a decent 5th round. Ancajas steps up in, and boy, does he throw that jab technically right, driving off that back foot.
Yeah, off that back toe. That's where you get the power for the jab, Colonel. Off that back toe, if you can distribute. Oh, good, beautiful lead rip inside there. And again, if you can distribute your power off that back toe, you get all that momentum going forward. That's where you get true pop from.
Remember, when Danny's saying a rip, that's what we call a hook in other places around the world. Here in Australia and New Zealand, they call that a rip to the body.
You got a hook to the head, then you got when you go to the body, it generally is a rip, because you kind of come on a 45 in. You rip it in, you don't hook it around, and that way it penetrates the organs inside your body and has a lot more effect.
You don't have to describe it to me, my son. I know, but you know what it feels like.
I'm sure you've worn a few too, Colonel.
Jeff Horn looking on.
Watch your head. Watch your heads.
Ancajas just doing what he's doing, just not coasting, but he's comfortable.
Boxing better this round, although even in the last round where it looked like Kinoshita was coming on a little bit more, they're both kind of in cruise control right now, Danny.
And Ancajas' work rate's much stronger.
Yep.
He's countering nice.
He really is, and he's getting much more powerful shots up than Kinoshita's able to do. Hanging there. Caught him with the left-hand power shot, but not right flush. It was behind the ear. He's a tough cookie, I'll tell you.
Very tough, Colonel.
When things aren't going your way, the way it is for Kinoshita, Ancajas says, I won't say he doesn't have respect for him, but he has no fear of him. And it makes it very tough for Kinoshita to do something. Hard body shot again off the hands of Ancajas. Closing seconds of this, the 6th round. Nice stiff jab again for Ancajas. And go, round number 7. The Colonel Bob Sheridan along with Danny Green and our whole staff here in Brisbane. We're so glad that you can be with us. Main events worldwide. Whoa. Big shot landed by Kinoshita. And that time he bounced the head back, Dan.
He loaded up big with that one. Oh, good body rip inside. Ancajas' body work's beautiful. Very strong, very compact. A very compact puncher. Colonel doesn't waste much energy when he throws them. He's very effective.
Blood begins to trickle again from the right eye of Kinoshita. They've done a nice job in the corner of keeping me in the fight, but as Danny mentioned, as the round began here, round number 7, that right eye is really beginning to close up instead of a one-eye fighter. But he is some kind of tough. Oh, look at this. Ancajas tries to mix it up with him, and Kinoshita lands a few blows inside there. Now the blood trickles from the right nostril of Kinoshita. Again, his face is busting up because of the heaviness of the blows of Ancajas. Ancajas a little bit puffy by the right eye, but below it.
Yeah, every now and then Kinoshita is having some success with that left hand.
Yeah,
he should be throwing more.
There. Yeah. Wild with his right hand. How tough is this when you're behind in the fight? He's got to know it, and he's trying to do everything he can, because for him in Japan, this is as big as it comes, fighting for the world.
Oh!
He got hit
He is not going to get up.
And it dropped him. It's going to be tough. He caught him to the body real hard. It's up to 6 and 7 and 8. He's up at 8 and 9. Referee says no more. It's all over. Jerwin Ancajas has stopped Teiru Kinoshita by a technical knockout here in the 7th round. So Ancajas goes to 27-1-1 with 18 knockouts. Big win for the kid from the Philippines, Jerwin Ancajas.
His eyes closed.
What a stellar body shot that was.
Wow.
He'd been working the body the whole fight. That wasn't just one shot. That was the finishing touches on that